Good morning. I please have you to everyone stand, and we ask that you please turn your phones, put them on vibrate. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Please be seated. In the language of my people, the great Chickasaw Nation, I want to say halato and chokma. That means greetings and welcome. I'm Annette McDonald, the coordinator for the KCPS Middle College program. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome all of you to the Middle College Summer Commencement Ceremony for the graduating class of 2021. Today's a very special day of celebration and recognition for all of our 25 summer graduates who have persevered through it all, and I truly mean through it all. Let me remind you, daily Zoom meetings, sidewalk to porch home visits, more phone calls than we can possibly count, and hourly remind text messages, and you all know the ones I mean. The Middle College team, Mr. Derek Campbell, Miss Luann Miller, Miss Jackie Johnson, and myself are so very proud of you and your accomplishments. We are humbled to have been a part of your educational journey. At this time, I would kindly ask all of you to silence your cell phones. Please remain seated throughout the ceremony and refrain from excessively loud noises so all the names can be heard and proper respect given to each candidate as they walk across the stage. Again, on behalf of the Kansas City Public Schools and the graduating class, I welcome all of you to this morning's ceremony. Once again, put your hands together and congratulating the Middle College class of 2021.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Pamela Ford, and I am the principal of the Early College Academy, and I am honored to introduce our platform guests. At this time, we will have a part of the Kansas City Public Schools Board, one of our members, Rita Cortez. Okay. We also have here with us today, let me make sure I say it right, our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Jennifer Collier. Okay. We have also Miss Dean Potts, who's the Interim Dean of Student Development for Penn Valley Campus of MCC. We have Mr. James Bryant, who's the Director of Career Services with the Full Employment Council. And we'd like to also recognize our staff and our assistant superintendents and the executive cabinet, which are, if you would just raise your hand here in front. All right.
We're going to have student reflections, and if Abby Espino-Salazar can come to the podium.
Hi everyone, you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm in a little bit of pain and I haven't done the whole public speaking thing since before the pandemic. Hello everyone, my name is Abby Espino Salazar, and I'm certain most of you don't know me, which is fine. After 2020, I'm not even sure if any of us even know ourselves. However, I was still asked to speak today, so I thought I would let you all know a little bit more about me before we become complete strangers again. I'm a second-generation immigrant, which means I come from two very hardworking Latinx parents who gave everything to help us succeed. And despite their efforts, we still lived east of Troost, and by 9 years old, I lost my father to the endless homicides of this city. With my mother being the only breadwinner left, I was practically raised by my older sister and brother who had no business raising a child as children. But we do what we can with the cards we are dealt. And I'm just grateful they never let it feel like the sky was falling, even if it was. My mother learned English as quickly as possible, broken but still able to be our voice, to enroll us in schools far beyond our neighborhood ones so we could have access to a better education. Both of my older siblings graduated from Lincoln College Prep and started careers in the medical field. That in itself was enough to challenge my perspective on the concept of success. What are numbers, logistics, and GPAs to a girl who loves words, poetry, and the sound of children laughing? I also attended Lincoln College until mid-junior year, pre-pandemic, when my mental health hit an all-time low. With anxiety so bad it was hard to sit in a room full of raging estrogen and testosterone, and sadness so strong I couldn't focus longer than 15 minutes, I knew the best thing for me was to take a step back from school, from work, everything, and focus on getting chemically balanced. I had to fight and advocate for myself and my internal well-being harder than I've had to fight for anything. And honestly, in the midst of my recovery, I remember thinking there was no way I was going to come back from this academically. There was no possible way for me to be successful after personally deciding to leave the school that gave me so much knowledge and opened so many doors for the ones that I looked up to. However, after months of therapy and meeting several beautiful minds that led me to the middle college program, I started to get a more clear picture on what success looks like for me. I learned that failure is not the opposite of success, rather a part in it, an essential step, just like believing in yourself, just like fighting for your needs. I learned that sob story put aside, I still have the rest of my life to create, that one choice leads to another, and another, and another, and the dead ends just make perfect pit stops to reroute. So, apart from the cliches, I just wanted to say, despite not knowing all of your individual stories or choices, I'm extremely proud that we all made it to the beginning of the rest of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2021. And last but not least, I wanted to give a huge thank you to my personal mentor, Ms. Joyce Wynn Hernandez, for guiding me through the hardest parts of my life, my East Bear family, Mr. H and Miss Marika, who led me to the middle college, and last but certainly not least, Miss Annette McDonald's, Mr. Campbell, and everyone behind the scenes of middle college that made this possible. You guys are amazing humans who saw potential in us and didn't want the lack of a diploma to cause any barriers, and for that, I'm forever grateful for your honorable line of work. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Abby. You're awesome. That's all I know. All right, Mr. James Bryant. We'd love to hear from you. This is James Bryant from the Full Employment Council.
Good morning, all. You don't sound happy to be here this morning. We're going to try that again. Good morning, all. I am honored to be here today to celebrate with you on this occasion of the Middle College and Kansas City Public School graduation. I want to acknowledge all of the graduates, and we celebrate you all. I acknowledge the officials, dignitaries, councils, the Middle College staff, Dr. Bedell, Dr. Harrison, the unforgettable Miss Annette McDonald, Chelsea Potts, Dr. Collier, and we are grateful and we bring you greetings from the Full Employment Council, and on behalf of the CEO, Mr. Clyde McQueen, and the Chief Operations Officer, Ms. Shelley Penn, the youth manager, Mr. Scott Gordon, who's sitting over there, and Ms. Brianna Ward. Again, we bring you congratulations. We want you to know that your relationship with Full Employment Council does not end here. You have made great strides, and you have broken all of the molds that told you that you could not make it, especially in this season in the middle of a pandemic. And in spite of all of the things that you have experienced, you have shown perseverance, you have shown consistency, you have shown the ability to focus, you have shown that you have courage, and you have shown that you have the ability to decide what your future is going to look like. And we're glad that you've made those decisions. But going forward, after this day, after your graduation, we want you to know that Full Employment Council is here to assist you with your continuing education, with scholarships in advanced manufacturing, in IT, in healthcare, in transportation, warehouse, and logistics. We're here to give you assistance with business and finance, scholarships, and this road that you are taking is a road towards success. The Middle College program has brought you this far, and the next decisions that you make are up to you. Make sure that you stay in contact with Mr. Gordon. Make sure you answer your phone in the next few days, and we want to let you know that the journey is really just beginning. You are lifelong learners. So stay in contact, stay connected, and stay excited about your futures. Thank you.
I'm so used to having this mask on at Penn Valley, I don't even know it's still on my face when I'm speaking. Sorry, everybody. Next, we're going to hear from Dean Chelsea Potts from MCC Penn Valley.
All right. Good morning, everybody. And again, this is a celebration, so I say good morning, Middle College graduates. Good morning. So my name is Chelsea Potts, and I am the proud Dean of Students at Metropolitan Community College, Penn Valley campus. And I'm here to talk to you about the occasion. And I had to ask, I said, what is the occasion? What does that mean? Well, today, the occasion that we're here to celebrate is you. Today, we celebrate your persistence, your accomplishments, and your grit. We celebrate the courage and sacrifice it took for you to finish. The days that you woke up and you went to class or logged on the Zoom and you didn't feel like it. The one or more times when your job called you into work and you had an assignment due and you had to figure out how you were going to make it work. We also take this moment to acknowledge the times that you questioned if this was for you. If you wondered if you would graduate. Well, guess what, Middle College? You did it. So you may not know this about me, but I am also a KCPS graduate. So now I'm speaking to my fellow alumni. So I attended school in this district from kindergarten all the way up until high school, and it was no easy road. From being removed from Lincoln Middle for behavior and maybe a little bit of a low GPA, I don't know, to going to Paseo High School and being told my senior year that you may not graduate. And would you believe I was surprised with less than a 2.0? I said, what? I'm not gonna graduate? But you know what? You know what changed? Somebody believed in me. My math teacher, Mr. Nave, sat me down and he said, Chelsea, I will let you make up your assignments if you promise to do something with the opportunity. And because that man believed in me, and he was a no-nonsense, and I know you all are used to no-nonsense. He was a no-nonsense man, and I knew that if he believed in me, that I can go forward and do more. So with that, I encourage you, fellow alumni, to continue to grow, take on new challenges, continue your education, preferably at MCC. That's where I took my first class after high school. Persist when times get tough, and know that you have, no matter what people say about you, you have what it takes to make a meaningful contribution to this world and to your community, to your family, and to yourselves. To the loved ones here that are supporting our distinguished graduates, we sincerely thank you, and we're here to celebrate you today as well. Thank you for guiding your students and making sure that you support them along the way. At MCC, our mission is to prepare students, serve communities, and create opportunities. And the middle college program is a direct reflection of that mission. So to our KCPS partners and our middle college teams, we thank you. We thank you for allowing us to host this program on our campus. We have grown from 6 to now 25 and more classes to come. So with that, I am now going to introduce your commencement speaker, Dr. Jennifer Collier. I got to tell you guys about her a little bit. Hold on. Okay. So Dr. Collier has served in KCPS for 21 years in various roles such as a teacher, principal of Border Star Montessori, and the chief of staff. Most recently, she moved into the role of deputy superintendent, where she is working to leverage talent, genius, and unlimited potential that lies within both the students and staff in KCPS. Dr. Collier also serves on the KCPS Plus Advisory Board, Park University School of Education Advisory Board, and she is a member of the American Association of School Personnel Administration, Unite KC, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And now we welcome Dr. Collier.
Thank you, Ms. Potts, for that wonderful introduction. I have to have often. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Jennifer Collier, and I'm standing here today actually on behalf of Dr. Bedell, our esteemed superintendent. These types of celebrations are a culmination of all the work and all the efforts that we as staff members, as students, as parents and families engage in, so that we can see moments like this. And so this is exciting for me to stand here and to celebrate with our middle college graduates. As I was listening to your story, Abby, all I could think was that each one of you are an embodiment of perseverance and determination. And I want to encourage you all to continue to lean into that spirit of perseverance and determination as you move forward in your lives. Don't lose that. Don't ever give up. Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't. Don't you tell yourself that you can't, but continue to press and to persevere, because this is not the end for you. It's just the beginning. That's not my speech. That's just what I wanted to tell you today, okay? All right. So, we have a lot to celebrate today, as we've all stated. Number one, we're here today. These are unprecedented times, and if the past has taught us anything, it is to be thankful for each and every day. Our 2021 graduates should be especially proud of themselves. In the middle of a global pandemic, you made the decision to show up every day, despite obstacles, despite challenges. You realized that your high school diploma was the beginning, not the end. And you chose a program that would set you up for success in college and career. I'd like to thank our middle college partners, the Full Employment Council and the Metropolitan Community College Penn Valley, work that you do to help support our students. We wouldn't be here today without you. The Kansas City Public Schools graduates are actually highly sought after. They are creative, they're critical thinkers, they have grit, they have perseverance, and they know how to communicate and how to collaborate. We call these 21st century employability skills because they are exactly what employers are looking for and value the most. Employers tell us what they want workers to be able to do. They want them to be adaptable. And there are no students more adaptable than the class of 2021. COVID-19 has taught you survival skills that are going to set you apart And I think I speak for everyone in this room when we say how proud of you we are. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, siblings, family, friends, loved ones, we thank you for being here today and being a part of this journey with your students. Thank you for seeing the potential in your students. We saw the moment that they walked through the door, and today we're all celebrating that. We celebrate their successes as well as them overcoming struggles, because those setbacks and those struggles made these students who they are today. And I'll tell you, never despise the challenges that you've gone through. Oftentimes, you go through them because they're going to help you later in life. Something that you have learned and gleaned from those experiences, you will later be able to use to help you along your journey. So don't despise those moments. You are resilient, you are resourceful, and you are ready to represent KCPS and your families no matter what. No matter what was the theme that we had for convocation last year. Teachers, many of you all remember that. It's hard to believe that it was just a year ago. Look at how far your students have come. Look at how far that you've helped them come. So today we celebrate our teachers and staff members at the middle college, but because of your efforts, our students are graduating today. Class of 2021, we are so proud of you. We know the work that you have put in to be here today, and we are here because above all else, you honored your commitment, and today we honor you. Thank you.
Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Jennifer Collier. On behalf of the Middle College Program, it's my honor to present to you the Summer 2021 candidates for graduation. These students have met all district and state graduation requirements to be considered a graduate from the Kansas City Public Schools. Dr. Collier, we'd like to invite you to give your remarks and accept our summer graduating class of 2021.
Thank you. I've given remarks, so I'm ready to move right forward to accept our summer graduate class. Upon the recommendation of the administration and faculty of the Middle College Program, I seek the authority of the chair and representation of our school board of Kansas City Schools to confer upon each of you a high school diploma with rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Members of the board, Ms. Cortez, do you accept this class? Thank you. As Deputy Superintendent of Schools, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the Kansas City Public Schools Board and the state of Missouri. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare this summer class of 2021 to be graduates of the Kansas City Public Schools.
First row, come on up. Abby Espino Salazar. Katina Alicia Lawson. Adriana Guadalupe Mejia. Jonathan Abad Reyes. Paloma Veronica Tepizano Rosales. Asia Jade Thomas. Pamela Esmeralda Valderes Villa. Jasmine Elia Bustillos. Cortez Angelo Franklin Jr. Alejandra Nicole Jones. Ronunique Marie Lee Bowman. Lavila Moana Brown. Danielle Chevet Kerr. Zakia Itana Harris. Asia Ayana Brakefield. Kenneth Ray Byers, Jr. Dancavius Ladell McNeil. Justice Rishiana Shirley McNeil. Dalton Dewan Jordan. Diana Cuevas Saravia. Okay. All right. Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Before we close this morning's ceremony, I'd like to take this last opportunity to say that on behalf of all the staff and administration of the Middle College program, congratulations to the graduates and the families. To the graduates and families who have helped us arrive at this very moment. It has truly been a pleasure being with you all on this journey. You are all very deserving of this achievement, and understand that your hard work does pay off now and in the future. Through hardships and trials throughout the year, we've had to go through a lot to get to this moment. Remember, this is just one big step to the rest of your future. You've heard that a lot today, but it is very, very true. Thank you again for allowing all of us to be a part of your journey. And now, please stand, graduates. At this time, you turn your tassel to the left side of your caps. Congratulations again, class of 2020.